What's going on, everybody? It's DJ23 coming with a new episode of Madden Ultimate Team. Just kind of want to give you a rundown of my team, some of the auctions, and some of the tips and pointers that I've learned in my experience. I've only been playing Madden Ultimate Team for like the last 3 or 4 days, really. I took a hiatus from Madden in lieu of NCAA, but there being no NCAA game this year. Basically, I have reverted to Madden to keep my football cravings at bay. And so let's take a look. We're going to look at some of my auctions here. You've got some that have expired. I'm sort of here being at 1:41 in the afternoon on September 15th. I just don't see. You just don't have the action. I guess people are at work and school and stuff like that. So I'm sure I'd have more success selling some of these auctions at the prices I'm asking later in the day, probably around 5:30. 5:30 or later, up until probably 1 or 2 in the morning Eastern. But here's a look at just some of what I'm offering folks. And obviously the idea in the market is to buy low, sell high. What I did to get started is I started with uniforms and stadiums. And you could buy those around 200 to 350 in the last few days. I made a decision not to pay any more than 350. And so then, therefore, I start my auctions at 400 because if you add in the 10% that Madden takes when you sell an auction, that would mean you lose 40 coins. So 400 minus 40 being 360 means I at least gain 10 coins. So you have to add in the 10% that Madden takes from it, but you can buy and sell high, or at least higher, and improve your coin count. So that's always the intent. So doesn't look like Denario Alexander is going to sell here either. All right, but let's take a look at let's take a look at my notifications real quick, and let's just kind of take a look at what's been going on here in the last little bit. Expired. I was outbid. Don't really care. Expired. I won. That was an auction that I won going after a player that I purchased the buy it now price for a player. Way overpaid for it, but it's part of a set that I'm going for. So that's another thing that you have to consider is if you're going for a set to get some of the extra rewards, that you may have to overpay for particular things. Like, for example, when I finished the away jersey set, the last one I had to buy was the Jacksonville Jaguars, and nobody had it. There were only 4 or 5 on the market when I was online, and I ended up having to pay about 900 coins for it, which, again, I don't buy jerseys or stadiums for any less than 350. That's just something that I've determined that works for me. And then you can see here I sold Steven Jackson a little bit earlier, and I sold Delmas there. And again, I bought Steven Jackson for around 2,000, so I didn't make a lot on him. But Delmas I bought for about 2,000, so I almost doubled my investment there on that particular auction. So you got to find players, and you got to kind of get a feel for the market and what things are selling for at a current time to be able to buy and sell effectively. Alexander did not sell, so let me update that. And let's take a look at my team. Let's take a look at the offense first. There's about 3 or 4 players on here that I need to upgrade that were sort of initial players that I can't trade or sell. I have to do the quick sell if I want to get rid of them. And one of those is Bushrod, then Bergstrom, and then Dickerson, the fullback, and Aaron Rodgers and Brandon Marshall. Aaron Rodgers and Brandon Marshall were gotten through, I guess, Madden season, giveaways. They just sort of showed up in my my list of cards. So definitely, you know, happy to get them. But again, 70 overall, 82 overall. So the 82 overall is awesome. The 70 I'm not thrilled about. So I know I need to improve my quarterback. Bought Steve Smith last night. Roberto Garza, Tyson Clabo. That's a big one, 83 overall. And then you can see some of my backups here are pretty decent. Oh, maybe not there. Probably not there. Let's see. Homer, Terrence Williams, Carlos Hyde, Jeff Dempsey's awesome. TJ Yates. I really need to improve my quarterback play, and I need to eliminate these fullbacks. I need to get rid of. I only need one fullback, or I guess I'll leave the second one on there. And you can see Norwood I start off with. So let's take a look at the defense. And the ones that I started with here, I believe the only one that I have here is Lissamore, who's a 72 overall. I think I got him when I started my Madden team. So that initial pack that I got when you start your team, he came with. So you can see the improvements that I have made around nobody less than 72 on defense, which is pretty good for just a few days of work. Sean Weatherspoon in the middle. We got Rashad Johnson and DJ Swearinger, Kareem Jackson, Hayes, Taylor Griffin, D. Milliner, and Arrington on the other corner there. So looking pretty good on defense. Again, can make some good improvements on offense. Need to work on some backups, and maybe want to improve these two linebackers here, left and middle. And my specialists are the originals that I got, 65s overall, so nothing too exciting there. But that's what we got. So let's take a look at the sets. Again, you can see some of the ones that I got here that you get by beating the easiest form of the team. What I'm thinking about doing, though, is using some of the really crappy players that I have and building a second team to play these low. They're like 2-minute quarters, and 500 coins in an item, and I think it's a coach that you get with each one, so you can add it to the coach's set, and I'm not sure what you get when you get the coach's set, but definitely a good place to start there. And regular season, I thought I played one of these, but I guess not. So take a look at Elite, and again, you got to add. Let's see, add your collectible from Broncos Elite Challenge, add an Elite badge, and players from packs receive the 90 overall Wes Welker team captain. Nice. Okay. So let's see what you have to add for these. Huh. You got a lot to add here. But I'm assuming once you win this game, you're going to get the Broncos Elite team. You're going to get the Elite badge. Those are my guesses. And weekly, don't care. Team of the week, nothing exciting. Rising stars, yeah, those are kind of cool, but some of the cards are priced really, really high, and I don't know if they're necessarily worth it. Your badges are kind of good to hold on to, at least until I'm only concerned about silver, so that's why I haven't added any bronzes yet. And then here's the warehouse. This is where I've been spending some of my time. Again, I already fulfilled the away jerseys reward here. I did all 32 and was able to get a pack of badges. I got 1 gold, 1 silver, and 2 bronze. And one other thing I want to point out is if you're going to buy those badges, and again, if you can buy everything for less than 350, that's great. But if you buy all 32 teams at 350 coins, that's going to end up costing you 11,200 coins. Reason I bring this up is you're going to want to sell the badges that you get from it, the gold and the silver and the bronzes. You're going to want to try to get at least that much for it, or getting the reward just isn't worth it. So you need to figure out exactly what it's going to cost you to get these particular rewards and make sure that they're worth it. The only problem is sometimes you don't know what the reward is. I'm telling you, I know the away uniforms is a pack of badges, and you got 1 gold, 1 silver, and 2 bronze. We'll take a look at some of the other... Oh, nope, we got out of sets. But I think that's it for now. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Be happy to help you. I'll post another video in a few days regarding updates of the team and some updated auctions. So we'll take a look at those. Let's see. It expired. Oh, sold Brennan Merriweather for 900. Nice. Bought him for 700. So I gained, after the 10% EA value, I gained 110. So again, not a whole lot, but still moving in the right direction. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.